The universe is filled with wonders. Vast galaxies spiral through the cosmos. Stars explode, scattering the seeds of life. And on a small blue planet, we celebrate holidays. Christmas, a time for joy and togetherness, holds a special place in our hearts. But have you ever wondered about the origins of this beloved holiday? Christmas, like the universe itself, has a fascinating story to tell, a cosmic dance of traditions spanning millennia. It's a tale woven from threads of ancient rituals, religious beliefs, and cultural influences, stretching back to a time before Christianity itself. Christmas, we often think, celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ. But the truth is more complex, more intriguing. The holiday's roots reach back into the depths of human history, intertwining with pagan festivals that celebrated the winter solstice. These ancient celebrations, filled with light, feasting, and gift-giving, honored the return of the sun and the promise of spring. They spoke to a deep human need to find hope in the darkest days of winter. Imagine a tapestry woven from threads of different colors, each representing a different culture and time period. That's the story of Christmas. As Christianity spread throughout Europe, it encountered a rich tapestry of existing winter solstice celebrations. Instead of trying to eliminate these deeply rooted traditions, the early church wisely chose to incorporate them into the Christian calendar. This merging of pagan and Christian traditions created a unique holiday, one that resonated with people from diverse backgrounds. The winter solstice, marking the shortest day of the year, became a symbol of the coming of Christ, the light of the world. The feasting and merriment of pagan festivals were absorbed into the celebration of Christmas, adding to its joyous atmosphere. Picture ancient Rome, a civilization of togas, gladiators, and grand spectacles. Now imagine a week in December when the usual order dissolves into joyous chaos. This was Saturnalia, a festival dedicated to Saturn, the god of agriculture and time. From December 17th to 23rd, Romans of all classes celebrated the winter solstice with unrestrained revelry. During Saturnalia, work and business ceased, schools closed, and social norms were temporarily suspended. Masters served their slaves, gambling was permitted, and gifts were exchanged. One of the most common gifts was the sigillaria, small terracotta figurines, a distant ancestor perhaps of our modern-day Christmas ornaments. Venture north now, far from the sun-drenched streets of Rome, to the icy landscapes of Scandinavia. Here, amidst towering pines and long winter nights, the ancient Norse celebrated Yule, a festival deeply intertwined with the natural world and the rhythms of the seasons. Yule, spanning 12 days, typically began in mid-December, coinciding with the winter solstice. For the Norse, Yule was a time of both celebration and introspection. It marked the shortest day of the year, a period of darkness and cold, but also a time of hope and anticipation for the return of the sun and the promise of spring. Families gathered around roaring fires, sharing stories, feasting on hearty meals, and honoring the Norse gods, particularly Odin, the All-Father, who was believed to roam the land during this time. Journey now to the eastern reaches of the Roman Empire, where a different kind of sun god held sway. Mithras, a deity of Persian origin, captivated the hearts and minds of Roman soldiers and citizens alike with his message of courage, discipline, and the triumph of light over darkness. Mithras's birthday, celebrated on December 25th, marked the winter solstice and the rebirth of the sun. This day, known as Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, the birthday of the Unconquered Sun, held profound significance in the Roman world, representing the victory of light over darkness and the promise of renewal. Our exploration of the pagan roots of Christmas reveals a rich tapestry of winter solstice celebrations, each with unique customs and beliefs. From Saturnalia's revelry to Yule's introspection and Mithraism's mystical rituals, these traditions reflect a shared human experience: the yearning for light and warmth, the desire for renewal and hope, and the importance of community and connection. The story of Christmas is a cultural fusion, blending ancient traditions with Christian beliefs. As Christianity spread, it incorporated existing solstice celebrations, creating a unique blend of pagan and Christian symbolism. This blend continues to resonate today. Imagine a small, persecuted sect. Their beliefs whispered in secret, their gatherings hidden from the watchful eyes of Roman authority. This was the early Christian church, a flicker of faith in a world dominated by pagan beliefs and practices. Yet, within a few centuries, this fledgling faith would rise to become the dominant religion of the Roman Empire, forever changing the course of Western civilization, and, with it, the celebration of Christmas. The story of how Christmas became intertwined with Christianity is a tale of adaptation, assimilation, and the strategic brilliance of the early church leaders. Faced with a deeply rooted tapestry of pagan winter solstice celebrations, they chose not to suppress these traditions but to embrace them, weaving them into the fabric of Christian belief and practice. The Roman Empire, for centuries a bastion of pagan beliefs and practices, underwent a seismic shift in the 4th century AD. Constantine I, a Roman emperor of immense power and influence, converted to Christianity, a decision that would have far-reaching consequences for the future of both the Roman Empire and the Christian faith. Constantine's conversion, though its sincerity continues to be debated by historians, had profound political and social implications. In 313 AD, he issued the Edict of Milan, granting religious toleration throughout the Roman Empire and effectively ending the persecution of Christians. This momentous decision paved the way for Christianity to emerge from the shadows and eventually become the official religion of the Roman Empire. Imagine the bustling streets of Rome in the 4th century AD. The familiar sights and sounds of Saturnalia, the feasting, the gift-giving, the decorations of greenery remain, but a subtle shift has occurred. The revelry, once dedicated to Saturn, the god of agriculture and time, now carries a new meaning, a new focus. The birth of Jesus, the light of the world, has become the focal point of the celebration. The transformation of Christmas from a pagan festival to a Christian holiday was not an overnight phenomenon. It was a gradual process, spanning centuries, with elements of pagan beliefs and practices slowly being absorbed, adapted, and reinterpreted through a Christian lens. As Christmas took root in the Christian world, echoes of ancient deities and their associated festivals continued to reverberate through the centuries, adding layers of complexity and richness to the celebration. While the birth of Jesus became the central focus of the holiday, remnants of pagan beliefs and practices persisted, often in subtle and unexpected ways. The figure of Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture and time, whose festival coincided with the winter solstice, can be seen as a distant precursor to our modern-day Santa Claus. Both figures are associated with gift-giving, feasting, and the spirit of generosity that pervades the holiday season. Imagine a vast primeval forest, ancient trees reaching for the heavens, their branches heavy with snow. Among them stands the evergreen, a symbol of enduring life, its vibrant green a stark contrast to the wintry landscape. Long before the birth of Christ, long before the Roman Empire reached its zenith, ancient cultures recognized the significance of the evergreen, incorporating it into their winter solstice rituals as a symbol of hope, renewal, and the triumph of life over darkness. In ancient Egypt, for example, during the winter solstice celebrations dedicated to the god Ra, homes were adorned with green palm rushes, symbolizing the victory of life over death and the promise of the sun's return. The Romans, during Saturnalia, decorated their homes and temples with evergreen boughs, believing they brought good luck and prosperity in the coming year. The act of giving and receiving gifts is deeply ingrained in the human experience, a universal language of love, appreciation, and social bonding. Across cultures and throughout history, gifts have played a vital role in marking special occasions, strengthening relationships, and expressing goodwill. The tradition of gift-giving during Christmas, while often associated with commercialism in the modern era, has ancient roots, reaching back to pre-Christian winter solstice celebrations. During Saturnalia, the Roman festival of unrestrained revelry and social inversion, the exchange of gifts was customary. Gifts ranged from simple tokens of affection, such as candles, fruits, and nuts, to more extravagant offerings, depending on one's social standing. The act of giving gifts during Saturnalia was seen as a way to ensure good luck and favor from the gods in the coming year. The jolly bearded figure of Santa Claus, a ubiquitous symbol of Christmas cheer, has a surprisingly complex and fascinating backstory. His origins can be traced back to a real historical figure, Saint Nicholas, a 4th century Greek bishop renowned for his piety, generosity, and compassion for the poor and needy. Born in Patara, a port city in what is now Turkey, Nicholas dedicated his life to serving God and helping those less fortunate. He was known for his anonymous acts of charity, including the legendary tale of providing dowries for 3 impoverished sisters, saving them from a life of destitution. From its humble origins in ancient winter solstice celebrations to its current status as a global holiday, Christmas has undergone a remarkable evolution, adapting to different cultural contexts, absorbing diverse traditions, and evolving into a rich tapestry of beliefs, customs, and practices. As Christianity spread throughout the world, it encountered a myriad of existing winter solstice traditions, each with its own unique customs and beliefs. In some cases, these traditions were seamlessly integrated into the celebration of Christmas. The evergreen tree, for example, already imbued with symbolism of life, hope, and renewal in pre-Christian cultures, was readily adopted and reinterpreted through a Christian lens, becoming a ubiquitous symbol of the holiday. Our journey through the cosmos of Christmas traditions takes us now across the globe. Just as stars scatter across the night sky, each unique, so too does Christmas manifest differently in cultures far and wide. The core elements, light, hope, generosity, remain, yet each culture adds its own distinct flavor to the celebration. Imagine, if you will, traveling to Ethiopia. Here, Christmas, or Ghana as it's known, unfolds on January 7th. Forget roaring fires and snow-laden trees. Instead, picture people dressed in white cotton robes, gathering for a sunrise service. The air is filled with the rhythmic chanting of priests and the scent of incense, a world away from the commercialized Christmas of the West. Imagine celebrating Christmas not with snow and frost, but with sun-kissed beaches and the scent of tropical flowers in the air. This is Christmas in the Southern Hemisphere, where December falls during the summer months, offering a unique twist on traditional celebrations. In Australia, Christmas dinner often involves a barbecue, with families and friends gathering outdoors to enjoy grilled seafood, salads, and pavlova, a meringue-based dessert, under the summer sun. Surfing Santas, a quintessential Aussie twist, bring Christmas cheer to the waves, replacing reindeer and sleighs with surfboards and Santa hats. As we conclude our exploration of Christmas traditions around the world, we find ourselves drawn back to the enduring power of ancient customs and their ability to shape and influence the present. While Christmas has evolved over the centuries, adapting to different cultural contexts and incorporating new traditions, echoes of its pagan origins continue to resonate, adding layers of complexity and meaning to the celebration. The Yule log, once a central element of Norse winter solstice celebrations, symbolizing the return of the sun god, Balder, finds its modern-day counterpart in the Christmas cake, often adorned with Yule log imagery. The act of lighting the Yule log, once a sacred ritual believed to ward off evil spirits, has been reinterpreted as a symbol of warmth, light, and the gathering of family and friends during the holiday season. As we gaze into the vast cosmic arena, we see stars born and galaxies colliding. The universe is a tapestry of constant change, yet some traditions endure, connecting us to the past. Christmas, rooted in ancient pagan festivals, is one such tradition. From Roman Saturnalia to Norse Yule, these celebrations sought light in the darkest days. Christianity embraced these traditions, transforming them into a celebration of Jesus' birth.